mi amigos. Me llamo Juan or Jono. Juano? It sounds like guano. I don't like that.
Nope.
Jono.
And I am Barak, spelled similarly to Barak.
But I call him Barry.
And also sometimes Kevin Size calls me B-Rock. Anyway, this is Claire, or Beef Erickson. That's Patrick from Uniontown. I have a lot of nicknames. Anyway, this is Clarifying Christianity, where we have three goals. The first is to engage, the second is equip, and the third is encourage. Jonah, what do they mean?
To engage in conversations that have gone on long before we were around and will continue long after. Lots of wise people have invested, and so we want to equip you to do the same, to become active listeners and learners with us, because we're not experts, but we want to start the conversation and hopefully equip you to do the same. But ultimately, encourage you. As Paul said, that we would begin to grow more and more in depth of insight and knowledge to his prayer to the church in Philippi. That's our prayer for you, that it would build your relationship with Jesus through knowledge about and around Jesus.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah, cool. So today we're going to be looking at two Bible passages, actually. I don't know if we get taken out of context, but we definitely want to talk about them and clarify them in case they have ever been used inappropriately for you. Anyway,
They're just fun to talk about.
Yeah, they're fun to talk about, and we'll get into that. But anyway, we're going to be looking at Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14, and then Ephesians 2:10. Let's see. So, Psalms, it says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." This passage is awesome. Followed up by Ephesians 2:10. It says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus, to do good works which God prepared in advance for us to do."
Yeah.
So, Jonah, why are we talking about these today?
There's so much to unpack. We're really only going to scratch the surface.
Yeah.
But what I love about both is they point to purpose. Because it says we're created in Christ Jesus. In fact, we have this problem in our culture to often blur the lines between purpose and occupation or hobbies or how good we are at school or you name it. We start to attach our purpose to what we do, how well we do it, who we do it with, when we do it.
Yep.
And that's not true. Like, you can have a 9 to 5 and go to school and not be the best in school and still have incredible purpose and value. See, the thing is, we take purpose and we derive from purpose value. So sometimes I think this year we've struggled with our identity, we've struggled with our value because we struggle with purpose. And we struggle with purpose because we don't really believe that it's as simple as it can be sometimes, that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And that, in and of itself, is miraculous. When God created everything, he said, it's good, it's good, it's good. He made us, he said, and it's very good. There's a phrase that says every ology is part of theology, which is like biology, and I honestly don't know any more. Etymology and entomology.
Psychology?
Cosmetology.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. Cosmetology. But the idea being, it all points to God. And I mean, we travel the world to see the wonders of the world, the Northern Lights and the Grand Canyon and Mount Everest. But when's the last time we looked at just a person or our own hands or thought about our eyes and our mind and just were fascinated? And that's what David's kind of doing. So I love these verses.
Absolutely. I love them for many reasons. In fact, I committed these to memory because they're the things that God said is true about you and me, and they don't change. God made you specifically. He knew you, all those things, and he's crafting you, specifically those of you who have decided to follow Jesus. You have new life in Jesus, no matter what you've done even after you started following Jesus. You have new life in Jesus, and God is crafting you into something beautiful. It says handiwork, and other translations say masterpiece. And if you see anyone painting a big old picture, it's as if God is continuing to work out, and something might look a little sloppy right now, but then have you ever seen those videos where you see someone painting something and they flip it over?
You don't know what it is,
you have no
and
idea.
Flip it and you're like,
oh! Yeah, I think it can sometimes sometimes feel kind of like that, where you're
Yeah.
like, God, what are you doing with me? Especially this year, maybe you've felt lost. Maybe you've felt a lot of anxiety because you've been alone with your thoughts and you don't know what to do with that, and you've been separated from people. And so you've been sitting in a lot of, I don't know, maybe powerful emotions that you don't want to be in, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what God's doing, or if He's even there, or if He cares about you. But these verses are so powerful because they say, yes, God is there. God cares about you really specifically, and is, maybe you don't get it right now, but is turning you into something beautiful and magnificent.
I'll never forget this idea I heard once upon a time. It just said, we should always be humble enough to say I'm a work in progress, but confident enough to say I'm a work of art. And it's hard to do both. And if you're like me, it feels like a pendulum, and very rarely are you right on the money. You swing over here and you're like, well, I'm just prideful. Or you're over here and I'm just discouraged and insecure. And it's really hard to live right in the middle, but it's so healthy and good when you can find that balance. So
We are absolutely we get the identity we have because of God, and so that is certainly most humbling. But also, He does say that we're valued and loved regardless of who we are and what we've done. That is who we are. Is we're valued and loved. So
I love it. Well, that's good stuff. These scratch the surface of an identity conversation, which I think we'll go more and more into as we continue to make these videos. So
absolutely.
Stay tuned for more. But as always, we love you all, and we will see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.